We're back and we're still here at Nazareth coming to you live with Salam Media. The past days we have seen explosive, breaking news from newsrooms to newsrooms, speaking about what has been happening and what the Jacob Zuma Foundation released. They released something very explosive saying that the president of the ANC and the president of the state, Cyril Ramaphosa, will or is criminally charged. Now, to help us unpack this, we have Mr. Siyabonga here with us, who is a Star Reporter. A very good afternoon and thank you for joining us. So just to start with all of this, what exactly is private prosecution?
Well, private prosecution is a process of trying to pursue a legal matter through private means. So whenever there is a case that maybe the NPA is not going to be pursuing, as a citizen or as an organization, you are able to pursue private prosecution so that you can see the matter being finalized in the court of law. Because not all cases are going to be pursued by the NPA or by the state. So if you feel that there is a matter and it's a winnable case, we are welcome in South Africa, and so is in Canada, France, and in other parts of the world to pursue a matter privately. But it's always an expensive process because it requires you to have your own lawyers, and fund the prosecution yourself. Unlike in a normal case where the state pursues a legal matter and then it reduces your financial risk to the person pursuing the matter. Yeah.
So interesting. Are you able to then unpack for us, and break it down to the layman as to exactly what is happening with regards to the statement that the Jacob Zuma Foundation, released, saying that the president was, criminally charged, and does it hold any waters? Because we were speaking to a political analyst earlier on, Dr. Breakfast, and he said that this is possibly a campaign by Jacob Zuma. So can you just firstly just give us, what exactly is happening?
Well, we don't know if it's a campaign or not. The motives can always be questioned. Maybe the timing can also be questioned.
Yes.
But I mean, if an organization feels that they are aggrieved in the constitution, they do have that right to exercise it, whether or not we like it or whether the matter basically is seen as invalid. The courts are there to test that fact. So right now, the reason the former president has gone the private prosecution route is because the matter involves a prosecutor who is Advocate Downer against the former president. This is in relation to the fact that Downer, the prosecutor who is involved in another case with the president, released or leaked some private information about the former president, which is illegal in a way. So now the Jacob Zuma Foundation has gone the private route to try and get to the bottom of that. But now they've also fingered the current president in the matter that they are aggrieved because the president did not raise his hand, did not protect the rights of the former president. So the current president is being implicated as a result of that. Okay. So whether those are grounds enough to win in court, we don't know.
Yeah. So we've heard that you need a certificate called a null prosecute or something like that. And people are arguing that it doesn't have President Ramaphosa's name on it. And the Jacob Zuma Foundation is saying that as long as they have that certificate and the NPA has allowed them to use the certificate of Downer along with other people who might have been implicated. Does this stand in your opinion?
Well, that's a matter for the courts as well. I mean, we know that the NPA has issued the certificates.
Okay.
Now it's a matter between the Jacob Zuma Foundation and the state to prove if the matter can be winnable in court. So with the certificate that they have,
Yeah.
I'm sure they have enough grounds to go with to go forward with the private prosecution. But if that will be determined by the courts if they grant them a hearing or not.
Okay, and interesting, we have seen that President Ramaphosa has given Jacob Zuma until Monday to withdraw. What does this mean, and what do you read from this?
Well, it's going to be another legal matter on top of another legal matter, I should think. Whether he withdraws or not, it's a legal matter. If he withdraws, and then it means then his case falls away. But if he continues and he has enough legal ground to continue, that is something that will then be determined by the courts or by the processes before the courts.
Yeah. And just as a parting shot, have we ever seen this in the history of South Africa? Have we seen this play out, or is this, history in the making?
No, it's not history in the making. Civil society movements such as Outer, FF Plus, interest groups normally use this way of prosecution, and sometimes they win. I mean, I think the biggest case that I can think of is the matter involving the e-tolls and the Gauteng government. They've been pursued. That matter has been pursued through private means. So basically, it's something that's there. It's a legal matter that is possible to pursue and win. But you have to have enough deep pocket to be able to pursue it, and it may take years before an outcome comes. Remember, then we just heard that e-tolls are going to be scrapped. This is due to the pressure that was put on by civil society against the Gauteng government to scrap e-tolls. So it's something that can stand the ground if the merits are good enough and they're strong enough.
Thank you very much for that insight. It is very, very much appreciated, Mr. Sithole. Thank you for joining us.
Pleasure is all mine.
Well, as you've heard from Mr. Sithole, who is a reporter from the Star, unpacking for us very deeply. I think most of us were actually, wondering what exactly is happening, because as a layman, you might not really understand what is going on, and very interesting unpacking that has happened. He has mentioned that this is not the first time. It has been done by organizations such as Outer, and a very recent example with regards to the e-tolls. Outer took the Gauteng government, and we see that now the e-tolls will be scrapped. So what does this mean for Jacob Zuma? What does it mean for President Cyril Ramaphosa? Well, we'll just have to wait for Monday to actually find out what is going on. This is Ansama Zimpaka coming to you live from Nasrec in Johannesburg. Do stay tuned whilst we bring to you more interviews. Thank you.